good evening, race fans, and welcome to another evening of Zelda 1 Randomizer 2022 tournament. My name is Malchior, joined by, hey, who's this?
Hey y'all, I am Mrs. Malchior. We have been talking about this for a little bit now, and we're gonna see how it goes. I am Malchior's wife, and I am completely new to Zelda, especially Randomizer. So if you guys have any friends out there that is interested in learning about Randomizer, or you just want to show them what you guys like to do, this would probably be a good race to get them watching, because I have no clue what's going to be happening.
She's going to be asking all of the questions.
Yeah, so we'll hopefully get a lot of good information on what even is Randomizer. Let's start with that. What's Randomizer?
Well, Randomizer is currently going to be starting us. I don't have audio for some reason. Randomizer is going to be starting us over at Medicine Cave on the Deadwood side. Deadwoods is over on the western side of Hyrule.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. So
Red candle. Okay, I do know that. I do know what some of the items are. So red candle is super good, right?
Yeah, especially if you can get it early. Oh, I would almost take the heart and try it. So red candle is infinite fire, which does damage to a lot of enemies, which could mean you don't need a sword for a while. You could just go into dungeons and start tearing it up. We got a little overlay over here on Crim's stream, so
yep. I didn't quite see what he picked up.
He's got red candle. It was 4 hearts. Oh man, Dr. Blue's gonna be feeling a little bad about that when he discovers he could have had that free red candle if he took the heart from the Take Any Cave.
Okay.
So early lead to Crimson Avix, but really it all depends what he can do with that red candle.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's going fast.
It's a lot.
Kigalos is over here in the Deadwood side checking. So what are we looking for first?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yes.
Okay. Sword. I know playing as Link, you need a sword to fight enemies, so we need a sword.
Correct.
Okay.
Where can we find said sword?
Oh, location.
That's pretty good.
Let's see. Since really the only ever Zelda game I have played is Link's Awakening and Breath of the Wild, I don't know.
Okay. We are looking for open caves. Open caves will have our wood sword, unless the Armos item is the special, overworld item that I mentioned to you.
Right.
Because overworld sword blocks is a flag for this tournament. So there is a small chance that you could need a power bracelet to get your sword.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or the raft, which would be very filthy.
Okay. It looks like Kigalos found maybe our small secret and our large secret. He got 37 rupees at one time, and then I think I saw 127 or 137.
37 would be the mid secret, but 37 and 127, we got a high money seed. So I expect a lot of purchases, is possibly even a blue ring.
Oh, and a level 4 for Dr. Blue. Is this our first level we've seen tonight, Malchior?
I do believe it is. I'm gonna go check something real quick. We're not getting audio, but that's probably my setup. I'll have to fix that later.
Yep.
So yeah, we got Dr. Blue in 4, and he has no sword yet, but look what he's able to do. Use his candle, kill a few enemies, possibly even reset the room, and go back and recheck it. He does find a map. All right, so, he left. We'll play that game later.
All right. And Malchior, it looks like we have a question in the chat. How is this group points wise? Who is in the lead? Who needs a win to maybe move on to the next? What is it?
Next
group?
round?
Next round?
Sure.
Yeah.
So, Crimson Avix. Oh, we found our sword. Ooh, it's up on the waterfall in the Lost Hills. That's a hard spot to get to. But good job for Kigalos. He needs all the advantages he can get because he's currently on the bubble of being eliminated. So
Okay.
we have Crimson Avix at 8 points. He won both of the first races. Dr. Blue at 6 points. He got second place. And Kigalos, 4 points. He got third. So Dr. Blue is kind of locked in, essentially. Crimson Avix is mostly locked in. Oh, Kigalos takes the death in the overworld. What Kigalos needs to do is he has to get first place, and he needs one of the other guys to finish last, and due to the tiebreaker scenario, Kigalos would get 8 points. So Keeg would I think Krim has 6. There we go. So yeah, that makes more sense. Kigalos has to get first. Oh, he's going to get the blue candle instead of the heart. Oh. Kigalos has to get first, and he has to beat Crimson Avix by over 31 minutes.
Ooh.
It will be difficult. It's doable. Yeah. It really depends on how nasty this seed is going to be. And that's level 9 at the grave.
Right. Level 9 found with Crimson. Dr. Blue also went through 8 for just a little bit, and he's out now. Looks like we had 16 price for bombs. Is that a good price?
The vanilla price is 20 rupees, so 16 rolled down a little bit. We're happy to see it. Crimson 2. If we could get the text off of his overlay, we could maybe see what's going on. Maybe we'll at least see the item.
Yep.
So in level 2, there are none of those item staircases. You have to find the item on the floor, either as a free drop or by killing enemies.
Okay. I'll be completely honest. I don't blame Crimson for not worrying about that overlay. But he is racing for a win tonight.
Correct. And you see, he still doesn't have a sword. But currently, all the enemies in this 2 can be killed with the red candle. So this is a way early red candle can lead to early advantages. That was bombs.
Aw, the rhinosaurs.
You're going to hear lots of fun names tonight for the enemies, y'all. I mean, she had me falling out of my chair. There's a Triforce in 2.
Very nice.
Oh, Keek finds 1. 1 is really good to find early because it has 2 potential items to find.
Okay, and is one going to be floor drops too, or will it be staircases?
Well, you're correct. One of them is a floor drop, just like the boomerang is a floor drop in the regular game. Uh-oh. And the other one is a staircase item, and those dark nuts indicate the presence of this will be a very nasty level 1.
Oh boy.
Wait, look on Crim's side. What are those?
Oh, y'all, these are the baby Ganons. That's what I love to call them because it literally looks like Ganon is dancing his way over to kill you. So we always love seeing the baby Ganons. Ooh, and we have a map. Oh, it's a flat pancake. 2 is a flat pancake.
Oh, this is a little scary to see the heart container in 2, because I told you level 2 has to have its item on the ground.
Right.
So there is ever so slightly a chance that heart container he just picked up is the heart container that's originally on the coast that you need the ladder to get. So he won't know that until he finds that's the any key. Never mind.
Ooh.
So Crimson Avix now has no more key problems for the rest of the seed, as he has essentially the skeleton key, the magical key.
Right, and I do know that is a big plus for Crimson Avix because keys can be the thing that most runners miss.
Yes,
they have no keys to go through dungeons.
I agree, especially in this tournament flag set because of the extra bosses. those extra bosses that you're unable to kill early can just be hiding extra key drops or extra bomb drops. Resource management is a very important aspect of playing tournament flags. Keeg did get past the Dark Nuts, and there's a stair. Come on, item. It's the transport, so this means we have a segmented level 1. You're going to see him pop up way far away from his start location. Oh, he can't seem to... Come on, Aqua. So the Aqua Menace is vulnerable mostly on that little horn on top of its head.
Okay. What a weird name for a dragon with a unicorn horn.
Blame the Japanese designers?
Oh, Bun Buns, what a lovely, lovely enemy.
Do you know you're really not supposed to fight the Bun Buns with a sword? Take a wild guess how much HP Bun Buns have.
Oh, goodness. 50. I don't
50.
know. 50.
Okay.
I don't know.
If a sword does 1 damage.
Okay.
Let's say, take a guess.
Wait, they're ghosts? They're not bunnies?
Oh wait, that's in the manual! I think there is something about that in the original manual of this game.
What is wrong with this?
So the bunnies...
They literally hop, though. I agree. Also, no one reads the manual.
I read manuals. It's just been a long time. The bunnies, aka Pole's voice, in the vanilla game have 12 HP.
Okay. So if sword does 1 damage, that's 12 hits.
Stabs to kill one of them. How many were in that room?
I saw at least 3, so...
Yeah, that takes a long time. If you have the bow and arrow, you can kill them in 1 shot. Speaking of arrows, Crimson Avix is too short from purchasing arrows. And we have it. Oh, Keeg?
Nope.
Another trend? Oh no, he's going back. Is this a double segmented one? I think it could be. That's disgusting.
Wow. Oh, and we have a death for Dr. Blue.
Yeah, we haven't been mentioning much about Dr. Blue. He just hasn't been able to find the sword up in the Lost Hills is one thing. Find dungeons is another thing.
I do know I saw him find 9, so whenever he gets in go mode, he will know where to go.
Ooh, he's got any roads. Let's see where these any roads go. 1 over to East Forest side. He's already seen them, so he's dipping out.
Oh, we have a possible ladder block in 5.
Just use the raft.
Right! Y'all, let me tell you about this raft, okay? It needs to go over 1-tile water spaces, in my opinion. Because if it can go over big water, why can't it go over little water? I don't understand this.
Meanwhile, while we were contemplating game logic and the existence of raft versus ladder, I'm hearing from the chat that Keegalos found the bow in level 1? If that is true, that is huge, because that was not an easy find out of that double segmented one with all those dark nuts. I want to see more mini Ganons.
I agree. But I'm saying, y'all, with this raft, it needs to go over small spaces. It's basically an upgraded ladder. It should be able to do both.
Keegalos did find an early Triforce in 4. Gonna go ahead and skip it to dig it out. Crimson Avix also in 4. Dr. Blue still trying to find where he can start making a dent in this seed. Unable to find much of the way of dungeons or weaponry.
So now, Malkior, we've seen obviously 2 different strategies. You know, some of our players are getting their Triforces, finding dungeons, and Dr. Blue just doesn't seem to be doing that. Is this a strategy that he's going for, or is it just how he's routed the overworld?
I know one thing. Without a sword, it would seem it doesn't seem prudent to dig any early dungeons. Even if you could make progress, that progress is most certainly going to be slower than if you had a repeatable weapon in the wood sword. So currently, and we've seen a couple of overworld deaths. I don't know if that's factoring in much.
Your white sword?
No.
No. What did he see?
That was the magical sword. Oh, that was on Blue's side. Yes.
Yes. Sorry. Blue saw a sword.
A sword that he could not pick up is very heavy.
Okay.
You remember how the Master Sword killed you in Breath of the Wild?
Yep.
That was kind of inspired from this game. You need anywhere from 10 to 14 hearts to pick up the magical sword.
Ah.
So Dr. Blue needs to find his wood sword. It's about 3 screens away from where he's currently standing. Kiglos finds the Triforce in level, what was that? 4? No, you already had it.
No, he picked
It
it
was
up in
in
4.
4.
Yeah. Remember, he skipped it to go for a little bit more.
So that is great news. I don't know if we found an item in this 4 yet. Could be blocked by multiple things.
We're getting some more level 1 action from Crimson.
Yeah, this is very... And okay, he doesn't have a sword yet. So he would have to rely on perfect bomb placement to kill all those Dark Nuts. And that doesn't seem worth it, so he's leaving.
Okay.
So even though Crimson Avix had the early Red Candle, had the early Iniki, I think I'm liking Kiglos' position right now to already have a sword and the capability of going into any dungeon, not having to pick and choose. Oh, there's another large secret. Dr. Blue is at max rupees. Bet he wishes he could buy a magical sword with that.
Alright, so, Makier, this enemy situation, what are the rules with this flag set for all of these enemies?
So, for a tournament flag set, the dungeon enemies and the overworld enemies are mixed up and just tossed into, like, a basket. And then randomly, it pulls from said basket saying, you go in a dungeon, you go in the overworld, you go in a dungeon, you go in the overworld. And it can do some gross things, like put Wizrobes on the overworld where they're not supposed to be, so they kind of disappeared. Like that.
We just saw that.
And you can, oh my gosh!
That was so many blue Wizrobes.
Yeah, when you wrap over, that screen becomes impossible when it's laid out like that.
Wow.
And he was 2 screens away from his sword from where he died. So now he has to walk all the way back.
Would that be your plan if you died and I don't really know where he was at, but is it worth it to walk all the way back there to keep doing all of your checks, or do you try to go somewhere else?
What Dr. Blue knows from his current position... Alright, he's continuing some overworld exploration. This is good, but from where they started, I know that he should have everything up into the Lost Hills and Death Mountain covered for open caves, especially 17 minutes in.
Okay.
So he knows one of those last 3 open caves... Oh, don't do the wrap. Don't do it. One of those last 3 open caves... Oh, he's gonna do it. We'll have his sword, so he has to come back here. He just has to go down.
Oh no, and another death.
Oh my gosh, he hasn't been in the cave yet, so he believes his sword could be right there. With our perfect knowledge, we know the best strategy should be for him to go 1 screen south and just do the walk route instead of the speedrunner wrap over the wall route, because then he could walk up the mountain to get into that screen, and the Wizrobes won't be shooting at him from the side. But it's slower. Why would you do something that's slower?
Speedrunners, why go slow?
Why go slow?
And we have a Triforce out of level 2 for Kiglos.
He's back in because he did not find the item. 2 being a relatively smaller dungeon, he's going to look for his item and will be very happy. Mini Ganons!
It was quite funny because I was about to say I haven't seen any Wizrobes because even just from watching your races, I know that's a big enemy, and then Dr. Blue found all the Wizrobes.
Yeah, throw them to overworld. Here we go again, Dr. Blue. Candle boost! Get in
Made
there!
it in.
So
Alright.
he turned around and, oh no, and fired the candle flame and walked into it and used the invulnerability frames from doing so to walk through the Wizards.
Okay.
Very advanced trick. Sometimes hard to line up. His sword is one screen up. And I don't know what enemies were up there.
So it looks like the small secret is 6. So with 6, 37, and 1, 37, this is still a high rupee seed?
Absolutely. Because there we go, sword for Dr. Blue at 20 minutes. Can't feel too good, but if he's done enough overworld exploration, he should be able to catch back up. The average for the small secret would be 10 rupees, so it only rolled a little bit up. Now we got Dr. Blue in 2. Gloss has his any key out of 2, and Crimson Apex in 8. So, this could be where some time is made up. Look, Crimson Apex is in 8. Crimson Apex still doesn't have a sword. If this enemy set is particularly bad, Crim's just kind of spinning his wheels in this 8. I mean, it could even be the case that he gets through 90% of this 8 to find his Triforce in the very back, and it's under, say, a Gleeok, which you need a sword to kill. Oh, hi! What? That's a Gleeok.
Oh, okay. Multiple-headed dragon and a Gleeok.
Yep.
Okay. I also did see Kiglos picked up what looks to me to be a blue map. Is that the book?
That is the letter.
The letter. Okay. What does that do for us?
That will let you visit the medicine man or woman, and when you show them the letter, they will say, "Oh, hey, it's like a prescription. It's like, okay, come get your drugs, come get your potions."
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, Crim's got to stay in this 8.
Okay.
Another trip. We have a 8. They already seen one of them.
Alright, so all 3 of our runners have seen 9. It's over here in... Oh, Graveyard. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Okay.
How are y'all doing tonight, chat? This is pretty cool. A unique opportunity here.
That was just a giant line of Wizards.
Oh yeah, he'll be able to slip on by. He wants to kill him because orange Wizards have a chance of dropping bombs. So if he's very careful with his positioning, he should not get hit. Trick is, because they keep appearing and reappearing, you're not always stabbing the same one. So it can take forever to kill him.
Okay. I'm assuming he didn't get the drop because he decided to do lethal.
Correct. It was taking too much of his time.
Aw, life is like a box of chocolates, y'all.
Seeing some of our community hints. They don't help. Sometimes they reinforce your decisions in life. Sometimes they question your decisions in life. You got second prize in a beauty contest. You know what that's from?
Nope.
Monopoly.
Oh!
Remember the Monopoly card that says you got second prize in a beauty contest? You get $10.
Yes. Except that one looked like it took away $10. This is so interesting watching just all of these awesome runners. Yeah. Chat, what do you guys like to do when you're watching these runners? I know Malthior likes to critique sometimes.
Critique or commentators curse.
Or commentators curse them. Chat, what do you guys like to do when you are watching all of these different runners? Just do their thing, do what they enjoy. Ooh, and a level 3.
Ooh, and a bomb upgrade. +4. Because you start with 8 bombs at the beginning, and he's up to 12. So that got +4 bombs to his maximum capacity. Kigalos is happy about that, and he might start spending them. Boom. Careful. Blugarias are in the heart group. Oh, yes. Let her get another good look.
No, I saw them. They were the blue baby Ganon. Right?
Oh, no, these two are a little different.
Oh, they were they? Okay.
So baby Ganons are on Dr. Blue's side. Kigalos is about to see something different. What are these?
Honestly, they look like marching giant soldiers.
Marching
Like
giant
stone
soldiers.
Giants.
That throw boomerangs? Or throw bananas, rather?
Urban.
See, they are bananas!
They are yellow.
TPE affirmed. Alright, you can see them now.
So you are saying these red ones are different than the blue ones we just saw? Or are they the same enemy?
Same enemy, different drop group. The red ones can drop bombs.
Okay.
Staircase of 3.
There's boomerang. There's so much you have to know.
Uh-oh. What's that?
It's the snake. The worm snake thing.
The worm snake thing. Also called deadly. Worm snake thing does 2 hearts of damage. Doesn't matter what color it is. Key, don't do it! Oh, okay. You just want to get in the key door. More ghosts?
Ghost. I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to look them at the same, look at them the same way now.
I won't either.
Knowing that they're supposed to be ghosts.
Kigalos, you have a bow. Did you buy arrows yet? I definitely wouldn't be fighting this room with a wood sword.
I don't think he has, because he got that bomb upgrade, and that was really the only time I saw him use any of his rupees.
You're right, he was on max cash.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it looks like he's gonna get this room handled. I hope for his sake. Oh, this is a potential sale room. We haven't. Oh wait, no, he did. He sold the magic boomerang.
I think Crimson just got his wood sword.
He did. Crimson Avix finally makes his way to the waterfall cave to find his wood sword. Uh-oh. Well, that's scary that opened. This is segmented 3.
Okay, Nagira, can you explain to me, how do you know which rooms are staircase rooms versus not staircase rooms? Because some of these have the same designs.
Correct. You can't know for sure, but what you do is, we have second quest rooms enabled for this tournament flag set. Does room have blocks? Great. Does room have a block that is in the center row? Great. Is there a door, a sliding door that is closed? Not great. So if there is no sliding door, and there is a block in the center row, kill all the enemies. And then push the leftmost block. Sometimes it'll open, sometimes it won't. Generally, you just gotta check every room.
Okay.
But blocks are good.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That is a 5. Oh my gosh.
What is it?
It's a dancer. See, that bottom part is the foot, and this part right where he's currently at, that's the lifted foot. It's a dancer.
Okay. What about level 4 on Dr. Blue's side?
Oh my gosh. Honestly, I'm gonna go with dancer too. We got two arms raised up and another foot stuck out.
Your ballet is, affecting your judgment.
Probably.
I see level 4 is kind of like a turret. You sit in one of those chairs and you go right.
I do also like chat suggestion of helicopter. I can see the helicopter.
Well, I will introduce you into what we in the community acknowledge every shape to be. Every shape is a cactus. When in doubt, it's a cactus.
Now you tell me.
So we might have an item here for Dr. Blue. Ooh! You know what that is?
Well, it's not the boomerang. That's what it looks like. So what?
It's a
Oh, power bracelet.
No, it's a croissant. It's breakfast. Yes,
Well,
it's the power bracelet.
I tried to go with items that I know are in the game. So now he can do a couple of more checks over on this overworld, right?
Yes, they are very scattered, but given our tournament flag of at least one overworld block item is required to find a location, that'll be very good. And one of them is over here. He's going to go route 1 check-in right now over here by the... Don't make me a liar. Check for the bomb drop. Over here by the forest ferry is a particular rock you can push.
Okay.
Trying to get more bombs.
Come on, Octo Rocks. Right, that's what they are? Are they Octo?
Hey!
Yes! Woo!
That was a loud clap. Alright, we are only missing level 7 apparently. All of our other dungeons have been seen and located. Or located and seen.
So is it too early to do what has become my favorite game?
What's your favorite game?
Are Silver Arrows in 9.
It's very early, but
Very early.
We can play that game if you want.
Well, there's so many what I feel like are important items that we're still missing. I mean,
it might be a little early. My wife is an agent of chaos, y'all. She absolutely loves it when the Silver Arrows are in 9 and everyone has to like completely dig out level 9 to find them.
Or just do the gamble. Do the gamble. Which one do they go to? I think it just makes for a good race.
It does. You're right. I think Pigalos is our first runner to get up to Death Mountain. Given all the other dungeons have been found early, though, I don't think there will be anything of value up here. If level 7 is the only dungeon we haven't seen, it's guaranteed to be Power Bracelet block, Recorder block, or Raft block. Buy those bombs. Key! Come on. Buy those bombs. There we go.
Ooh. Oh, it looked like he was trying to decide if he wanted the blue ring or not.
Yeah, he was nowhere near the money for Blue Ring, and he's still clearing out Death Mountain. Getting a bomb pack while you're exploring Death Mountain is like a constant.
Did Crimson Avix freeze on us?
Yeah, we'll get him restored momentarily. This is less confusion for us now.
Very true.
Oh no! Pigalos! Shot by a Lionel. Shot to the heart and don't DMCA.
Now, how much of a walk back is that?
Very, very far. You see he's on the far south of the map. He was all the way up in the far northwestern corner when he took that death.
Oh boy.
So he's probably going to do additional checks right now, and we'll get back up there if he needs.
Yeah, Shao, we are looking into Crimson Avix. We do believe he is still racing. He just might be having some stream issues.
Yeah, if the stream's down, then he's more than likely still racing and just can't like see about it right now.
But
and all runners should be locally recording, so there'll be something to submit to the admins to review.
But what looks like fun is Dr. Blue is currently in the same room that his Crimson Avix is frozen on.
Yeah, and look what Dr. Blue's doing. Oh, he got off of it. He was doing an advanced trick when you're in nasty rooms like this. He'll probably do it again.
He was block clipped, right?
He was block clipping, and he was fighting within the block. You gotta be very careful. You can only take.
He has 1 heart, so he can only take, what, 2 hits?
He can only take 1 hit.
1 hit. Oh boy.
No, he can't take any hits because blue dart nuts do 2 hearts of damage.
Ah, okay.
I think he's got it though. Dr. Blue is a very established runner, both in Randomizer and in just the regular Zelda 1 speedrun. And he gets through. Good job, Dr. Blue. Uh-oh. I'll put us half a heart of damage so we can survive. You gotta be careful. You stabbies. You don't want to use up any more bombs. I'd probably do it. I'm scared. Oh, got it.
Ooh, nice. Oh, man, a heart pickup for Kingalos.
That puts him at 5 heart containers. Relatively low on the heart containers tonight. Across our 3 runners. Crimson had the most with 7. But 30 minutes in, that still seems on the lower side to me. See how long it takes to stab these bunnies?
They're ghosts. We have learned this.
See how long it takes to stab these ghost bunnies?
Oh, and it looks like Kingalos finally picked up some arrows.
That's great, because as it stands, I believe Kingalos is still our only runner with the bow. Dr. Blue will be changing that shortly, as the bow is here in level 1.
And he did find the Triforce, which it looks like Kingalos did not. Do you remember what he was missing to not get that Triforce?
I mean, he may not have had the bombs to kill the Gongo. That's what Dr. Blue just killed. I'm certain he would have the Triforce out of 1. If he pauses, we're checking for it. Oh! Kingalos did not find
the
this!
ladder! Oh my gosh!
Because he found 1 early, he didn't have keys. Dr. Blue with the any key is able to pick up the ladder out of 1. That'll give him his raft on the coast, at least. Which may be required. Well, speaking of raft, someone else has the ladder out of 1 because Crimson Avix proves that he has picked up the ladder in 1 as well.
Yes. It's a shame.
Oh, double Slamoo! Come on, go for the big triple. Triple Slamoo. Nah. There's a runner in the community called Big Slamoo. And I don't know when this became a thing, but whenever you get knocked back over the raft screen and you lose 10 seconds of time, it's called a Slamoo.
Okay. Too bad we didn't get to see what was in that raft location.
It was nothing of value, I can tell you that much. It was not a dungeon. Ooh, you might need this ladder to get through this 8.
Mm-hmm.
Crimson also has a white sword. Don't know where he picked that up. He also has purchased a blue ring.
Wow, he was busy while his stream was frozen.
Yeah, so that's just proof that Crimson was indeed still racing.
Thank you to our tracker for doing some big upkeep.
Heavy duty lifting my dart balls tonight. Keeping all this in check, especially when we have some technical difficulties.
Oh,
He had killed that right as he died. So, because he didn't leave the room, that boss is still gonna be there.
Oh, that sucks. That's terrible.
Yeah, you have to leave the room for it to count. If you kill a boss and for some reason it's like, okay, I didn't need this, and you like up A, continue, and go back to the beginning of the dungeon, even then it doesn't count as kill because you didn't leave the room. But yeah, here we go, doing some good dodging. Crimson Egg. One more. Uh-oh. There it is.
What is this on Dr. Blue's side?
That is the white sword. That's what Crimson Avix found.
Ah!
White sword is in level 6.
Now, is the white sword the most powerful sword that you can get? Or another level? I think there's 3 swords.
You're correct, there are 3 swords. The scaling works, the wood sword. You just
My bad.
shook our whole desk, y'all. Ladder block to get the Triforce out of 6, so Kigalos will not be able to get that unless he returns to 1 first. So the swords work as thus. Wood sword is 1 point of damage. White sword is 2 points of damage. Magical sword is 4 points of damage. Each one doubles the power of the one before it.
Wow. I always laugh to myself when the skull room comes up. Just because it always makes me think that you're gonna die.
Dark, I think you could go ahead and mark Krim as having the Triforce out of 6. It didn't seem far from the white sword, and we know he had ladder at the time. So you see, we went to that rest spot. We found a large secret, so that's a big find. But it was there.
Silvers! Wow, silvers are the second item in 8? First item?
First item in 8, found by Crimson Avix, the silver arrows at 40 minutes in. Dr. Blue is going to be looking for them as well. Ooh, were they? Oh, near the top. Oh, it's hard to see Dr. Blue's dark dot against his black screen, but it looks like the silvers may not be that far from where this 8 begins. You just had to get through some nasty combat to do it. Look at this guy on the left.
Ooh, and a transport. And I was kind of hoping... So I do know that that boss, that enemy, was a patch cut. And it kind of stinks, in my opinion, that you have to go through that and killing that whole thing just to get a transport.
Right? I agree with you.
We also haven't seen I think my second favorite enemy. I don't think we've seen them.
Mm-hmm.
The sea pancakes.
You've not seen the sequence. This 8 is segmented to heck. That Triforce is in the far southwest corner. We have not seen any. Well, Dr. Blue found it. Some staircase takes you right
To this one.
to the Triforce.
Ah.
Wow. What is this 8 doing? I want a map. We have not seen the sea pancake. I bet there'll be sea pancakes in 9.
Right. So, we have everybody in 8 now. Crab!
There is crab.
There is crab.
This will be unfortunate for Kigalos if he does not have his ladder yet. There might be points in this 8 where he gets blocked.
Yeah, we know he hasn't been back to 1, so he doesn't have it yet. That's just gonna be unfortunate.
Dr. Blue gets his Triforce out of 8. That's his 4th. 42 minutes in. Which, it seems on the slower side, but the way I've seen a lot of these tournaments he's playing out is once you have knowledge and a few items, you can just start snowballing. There is our overworld block dungeon. Level 7 is at the Lost Hills Power Bracelet location.
Also, though, Blue left without finding the silvers.
Oh my goodness.
I do know, y'all, that's huge. Because oh my gosh, did I just commentator's curse him?
I don't know. We'll see if he goes back. He knows,
he better go back.
He knows how large level 8 could be. So, he could be prioritizing his other dungeons first, and then
coming back?
Or making the gamble.
Oh no. Well, and I mean, 8 did seem really large since you started in the upper right corner and your Triforce was in the bottom left.
And it's taking you through at least 2 separate segments. Look how segmented that 8 is! Did you see that map?
I did, very briefly, and it was insane.
Also, this room that Dr. Blue is in is insane. That is a Patra, one of the worst bosses in the game, in a quad Beamos room. There is no way to dodge all of those projectiles. We'll learn for sure if Keglos has the ladder right here. He's seen the wrath and he can't pick it up, so we know for sure Keglos does not have the ladder.
Oh, hello, Brewers. Wow.
Really? I want a map of that 8 so badly.
Right? I just want to see how it all connects.
Right? It may not connect. It may be like just three to four separate blobs. It would be, look, it's separated. That's how it's segmented.
Okay. So, as a runner, what is going through your mind when you see so much segmentation and so many transport stairs?
Besides just the fact of you, gross, I'm just clearing my rooms as quickly as possible. Probably in a grid-like. Wow, that was a quick kill on Goma. In a grid-like pattern, to be certain I don't miss anything. Because when the game is gonna mix stuff up like that and require multiple segments, it just takes one tiny little one-off room, either behind a key door or a palm wall with a mark, like your Triforce. And it doesn't matter if you saw 99% of the other rooms if you can't find your Triforce. Like that! How would you know that was there?
Well, without the map, you wouldn't. You just have to guess.
This could be the item. Oh, okay, it's not.
Now, remind me again, what are the crab enemies?
Goma.
Gomas, okay. The numbers next to each runner's name is the number of points that they have received from this group stage. I'm gonna guess this. You get 2 points for coming in third, 3 points for coming in second, and 4 points for coming in first?
That's correct.
Alright. And this is their third race. Oh yeah, race 3. I should read the screen.
It's all good. So boom, Bunny's taken out in one hit when you have bow and arrows. Or ghost bunnies. We need to call them ghost bunnies from now on.
Maybe, because there's also like actual
Triforce in 7 also might be ladder blocked.
There's also an enemy that looks like a ghost, right? Like there's ghosts in the graveyard.
Triforce in 7 confirmed ladder block because this bottom room didn't open and he's in the far corner. This is the only way to get to this Triforce. Also, I told you, lava. Or red water.
We're gonna go with red water because it doesn't make any more sense that a ladder can go over lava.
You just put it on 2 separate edges. Right? We got Crimson Apex and Kigalas each in 4. And this is nope, the door closed, so this is not our item room yet in 7. Oh. Okay, Dr. Blue has the bow because he's got arrows on his marker. But we can mark bow for. I thought he might be digging looking for bow, but Dr. Blue does have bow.
Right.
He's only digging for recorder or silver arrows. Oh, this should be his item.
But it.
What's up?
The item he has in his B slot
That's the arrows.
Is that the normal arrows? The coloring is weird for me.
It is the normal arrows. It is a little weird. Dr. Blue finds the one in 7 a valuable offensive item, but not the one he's looking for.
Do you think, Malkiro, are there any dungeons that our racers will have to go back to in order to find the second item in it? Have we found all those second item ones?
We know all of our dungeon locations. The only thing that could block our runners now would be correct. If any of the other dungeons, there you go. If any of the other
that one,
yeah. If any of the other dungeons have a dig dogger that is blocking a Triforce or a direct path to a Triforce, that would be required. Also, we could get all of our Triforces fine. But what if Dig Dogger is blocking a one-way path to Zelda or Ganon in level 9?
Very true. Man, this randomizer, you can just mess with your mind like that.
Oh, super. Absolutely. And then consider more advanced flags, like I've told you about minor drop shuffle before, where you take all these rules of this dungeon can only have one item, this dungeon can only have 2 items, blah blah blah. Now put all the keys and bombs and rupee drops in every single dungeon into the random basket.
Mm-hmm.
So you could find 5 items on the floor in level 9.
Oh my gosh.
You could find 0 items in level 1. Minor drop shuffle it's fun. Chaotic, sometimes masochistic, fun. Apparently, Dig Dogger may be blocking our Triforce in level 5 according to our tracker Darkballs. If that's the case, we've got 3, 4 items that have 3 and 4 covered. Our recorder just might be in level 8. We might have to go back and redig it. Oh man, if this puts the book in 9, that would be gross. Oh man, that looks like a terrible 8 to dig without a map.
Is the book what lets you see the level without having the map?
That's correct. In the tournament flag set, the book functions as an atlas to immediately give you all the maps of all the dungeons.
Right. It could also be in 5 because we, as our tracker said, we haven't seen the item in 5 yet either.
I want to put the book in 9 because then they have to dig 9 blindly. And that's more fun for us. For us.
For us, yes. I can just see all of these things that you're saying, though, coming back to haunt you in your next race.
Don't do that. I just had a really good practice race, okay? I am so pumped for my next race.
Is it weird being 50 minutes in and not having any type of ring? Like red ring or blue ring yet?
It's runner's preference. I will say we saw Crimson Avix purchase the blue ring, so we could mark blue ring in his time. But we didn't see it. I saw it when he paused the screen. The dungeons, in my mind, haven't been too terrible with their combat. The one dungeon I saw with terrible combat was 1. So these are the mini walking giant that cost bananas. Sure.
There
we go.
The fact that you can have different color sprites is really messing with my ability to pick what they should be called versus what they actually are called.
I'll help you with that. All of the enemies have only 2 color variations, like the blue variation and the red/orange variation. Not all of them. Some of them are unique, like the ghost buttons. But yeah, to go back to your question about shouldn't we have a ring by now? It depends. It really depends on your confidence as a runner. Dr. Blue is very confident being an 80% runner, and he's got 10 heart containers, so he doesn't feel he needs a ring.
Probably 4 out of 7.
He lost his sword, and had he had handled differently, he might have wished he could have purchased the blue ring at this point in time, given he's been struggling with deaths. Dr. Blue was struggling with overall deaths at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw Krim didn't care. When he saw his opportunity, he purchased the blue ring. He just didn't see it because that was during the freeze. So it's all down to how comfortable do you feel.
Gotcha. Now, what might be going through Kigalas's mind right now? Because he's seen a couple of ladder blocks.
Yeah.
When do you think you need to go back and do one of maybe the earlier dungeons that he can now probably get through more, having more weapons.
Plus, this seems to be blocked out of a large portion of the sea, either by combat or ladder. Because he was the first one to find the bow, but that hasn't gotten him much.
Right.
I would honestly wonder what level his tracking has been so far. Because if he knows, I only got one item out of one. I mean, I would be back there immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But he may not remember what blocked him. If he remembers, oh, it was just a stupid key, I have the any key now, you go back there immediately. But you don't remember what blocked you, and you may not return until much later.
Where?
Eagleoss does have the power bracelet, we just talking about south. Okay? Get that power bracelet out of 4.
Eagleoss missed the try in 7.
He certainly did, because Eagleoss does not have the ladder yet.
So he couldn't get to it. Oh, and he was going back to 1.
Yep, he was just
Okay.
routing some checks in on the way. And Eagleoss did not have the ladder. The Triforce at 7 is hard ladder block. Gotta be very careful. He has to kill these Darknuts because they like to transport to the other side of one. It was hard enough to do this once. He does have 12 bombs. I would not be scared about using some bombs to clear this. Block clip in to make it safe. Bomb upgrade for Crimson Avix in 3. Dr. Blue also found the same bomb upgrade. Dr. Blue's also got his Triforce and any key, so he is out of 3. Peace. Well, that 3 was up on Death Mountain.
I thought you told me 3 had 2 items in it.
No,
Am I remembering that wrong?
No, 3 has 1. The
3
only
is
dungeon
1.
that has 2 items would be level 1, level 8, and level 9.
Gotcha, okay. Crimson finding out that the boomerang is in level 3 and obviously does not want it.
Yeah, not with his current position.
Is there ever a time you want the boomerang? Because I see that as a common theme with any runners, that usually the boomerang does not get picked up.
When you find it early. Because if you don't have a weapon yet, since enemies can roll plus or minus 2 HP, there's a chance some of the weaker enemies roll down to 0 HP. And so boomerang could get you kills and get you progress. Otherwise, the boomerang functions to stun certain enemies. Meat block in 5 will not be blocking anything since it's on the top row. Compass in 5 will tell us where the Triforce is, but it is ladder blocked. He left. He left immediately. So he must know that his Triforce in 5 is now blocked. Recorder blocked, because he's got every other item.
So
I went on 3 different trains of thought right there.
right. Knowing that we do now have at least 1, if not 2 recorder blocks, what is there left to check to find out where that recorder might be?
It's either somewhere in level 5 we didn't find. Oh, HUD clip!
That's so cool!
Yes, that is the one trick I haven't mastered yet. Oh, that and like a reverse clip to get through a reverse C room. Yeah, HUD clip's awesome. What it does is it takes exactly what the world looks like on the current screen, and it just kind of mirrors it in the HUD. So you can't walk everywhere. You saw he was still clipping around on the HUD because he was actually inside bushes up there.
Gotcha.
So he was clipping around, that way he could get to the other side, transition the screen, and get to a point where he could walk off.
Alright, so it does look like Dr. Blue believes the recorder is an 8, which is, from what we've seen, a very good guess.
Yeah, the only other location it could be would be 5, and he has more knowledge of 5 than us right now. Question is...
5, I think, was also a recorder block.
The Triforce is.
The Triforce is.
I don't know if the item is.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
Crimson Avix is gonna let us know.
Ooh. How handy. Oh, and we finally get a ladder for Kigalas. That is gonna feel great for him. Though he probably feels feels a little behind right now.
Yeah, he knows. Look, it was right next to his Triforce room. He's like, if I had just one key, I could have gotten this. If I came back earlier at any point in time, I could have gotten this.
Yeah.
But it's important he doesn't let this rattle him, because level 9 can still do anything. Kigalosh just needs to shake it off, and now with his increased ability of exploration, go, get your raft, you already got power bracelets, get in your dungeons and do some damage. Because I think Kigalosh should know where all the dungeons are, save for level 7, which he should find very shortly.
He was in level 7, I think. I think he's been in it.
Oh, if that's so, then he's seen the ladder block. No, Kigalosh, let's see. Oh, he has, you're correct, because it's open. Look at you. So Kigalosh is going to go get his Triforce out of level 7. Well, here we are, nearly an hour into the seed. To do a recap, we have Dr. Blue on 6 of 8 Triforces, Crimson Avix on 7 of 8s. The trick is, Krim is going back into 7, knowing he needs the recorder. He has not seen the wand in here yet.
He is not. Oh, okay.
Dr. Blue is still missing silver arrows, so he is looking for both silver arrows and recorder in this level 8. And there's one piece of the puzzle.
Very nice.
Kigalosh is looking for, let's see, he hasn't picked up his raft yet. He has power bracelet. Kigalosh is looking for silver arrows and Triforces. And he really could use a red ring.
Which we haven't seen yet, so my guess is red ring is going to be in 9.
It's either in 9.
Oh, it could be in 5.
Or it's behind recorder blocks or shenanigans in 5.
Well, that's going to feel good for Kigalosh. He knows where his Triforce is, so as soon as he finds what we know as the wand, he can get back to this Triforce and leave.
Yep. And if y'all occasionally hear some jingle jangling in the background, that's just our cute puppy Daisy. Daisy, you want to bark and say hi to the people?
We have not taught her that yet.
She really doesn't bark.
Nope.
She's a good doggy. Yep, there you go.
Hi, Daisy. Alright.
Kigalosh is close to his Triforce in this level 7. Gotta work his way through some Dark Nuts. Use the bombs, man. You got a bomb pickup right there.
He has seen the Triforce. He's looking for his item.
Oh, okay. So he's gone past. The wand is over here at the very end of this 7. This is the room for his wand.
Okay.
You gotta kill these. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because of the door. Forgot about that. This is the room for his wand.
I was gonna say, he's not at the end yet.
I saw a potential stair room, a push block, and I'm like, and I just, oh, triple key. Oh, you have to do the side. Oh, he did it. If you turn sideways, oh, you still have to get past the keys of requirement. You got it.
Very nice.
Good job, Kigalosh. If you turn sideways, so you can only damage Dark Nuts from the side. They have their little shields in the front, and they block all damage, including bomb explosions. So if you turn sideways and stab down or up just as a Dark Nut is passing you, you can quickly then run to the left and use essentially the iframes that they would have from getting hit to walk right through them and not take damage.
Does Crimson think that this is a drop room, or why is he spending time to kill?
He'll see that door open and he'll be like, oh, oops.
Gotcha.
Now he sees, oh, oops.
Alright, so he's about to also get his...
If he can slip past the
wand.
Dark Nuts, he's got a blue ring, so the orange ones won't kill him. Okay, now he's got enough HP. The blue one will do 1 heart of damage if it touches him. But he's doing very good with the side stabs. New stair in 8, Dr. Blue? No, I tell you, this 8 is convoluted, y'all.
got the Triforce for Kigalos. And he's done with 7. He can check that one off of his list.
Excuse me.
Are you sure that this is the right seed?
That depends. If we don't find the recorder, this is not the right seed.
Fair.
I have never seen an 8 so scattered in its exploration like that. The only exploration we have of the 8 is in the corners. The first person that can find any kind of path to the center. Map! Finally we get to see 8.
Oh, thank goodness.
What in the holy heck? So you have a 3-room segment here at the bottom that does nothing. You have... That is another 3-room segment right there where they got the Triforce out of. See that red dot?
Okay, yes.
And then the rest of it is this snaking garbage.
It's literally just an explosion.
Is this really a quad segment? That's
It
also
is.
segmented!
It is right there!
You can't get to that! I have never in my life seen a quad segment 8. Someone please clip this and also post it in the Shape channel of the Discord. What on earth? You're gonna go down in history.
To go back to one of chat's questions, we have seen 5. 5 was recorder blocked. At least the Triforce in it. The Triforce is recorder blocked out of 5. So we're hoping recorder is an 8 as our second item, but we also haven't found it.
So that map of 8 was down in that bottom left segment. I can't remember what you had to kill for it, but no one obviously would care to kill. I think it was in a staircase. So after already having Triforce, no one's gonna think to clear any rooms in 8. So our other runners may never find that map.
Hello, SpeedGaming 4. Thanks for writing us. We are watching the Legend of Zelda Randomizer. I don't know what the rest of the title is.
2022 tournament.
Sure.
There you go. My name is Melchior, joined here by my lovely wife, Mrs. Melchior. Jumping on the commentary mic for her first time.
Oh, was that a Ruby boss?
Yes, it was.
Yes. I feel so smart in knowing just words. And a little bit of common sense of how they go together.
So, this map for Crimson Apex is going to let him eventually work out the path to the recorder! Dr. Blue finds it without the map.
Wow.
Buried in the back of that 8.
Also, you had it backwards. The white dot for Crimson Apex is the Triforce. He is the red dot.
Ah, gotcha. You're correct. If it
I was like, the Triforce is moving.
Normally, oh, that would be funny. Normally, if that dot were flashing, it would be the Triforce because he hadn't acquired it yet. But because it's dull, it indicates he's already gotten it.
Ooh, and a death for Kigalos an 8.
Yeah, this 8 is massive. Oh, you
Gross and massive.
You start up in the top, so you kind of it goes half and half.
Kigalos found his map at some point and we missed it.
Well, that's good for him.
That is awesome. He has to find out how to get to that bottom left to find his Triforce, but at least he knows what it looks like now.
Yeah, now he knows this segment goes down. I don't know where we found our recorder. But, yeah, it looks like we might have been recorder blocked to go through this other half of 5.
And recorder for Crimson Apex, so that's gonna feel awesome.
We don't have audio, but the chat is telling us what the recorder tune is. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? Yeah, but,
Not that, though?
No, the Green Ranger, when he plays his flute to summon, his Dragon Sword.
Oh.
I'm pretty certain the audio issues are just on my side, Dark Falls. I probably don't have my output device set correctly. Before we get to 9, I'll try and fix that.
Yeah, because we gotta hear the roar.
You're right, we do have to hear the roar.
From Big Ganon.
Big Ganon versus Baby Ganon.
That's right.
I hope there are more Baby Ganons in 9, so that since we have more people here, you can give them... So, when she first thought about joining commentary, she said, I'm going to provide color commentary. Like, look at those Wizrobes. They're orange. Look at those Baby Ganons. They're blue. Look at those octopus thingies. They're also blue.
Oh, and the recorder for Kegalos. Alright.
But Kegalos does not have his Triforce yet, so he'll have to continue going through this age. Crimson Avix has all of his Triforces, so he is off to level 9. Excuse me, let me see if I can fix up this audio for us.
Yep. Go for it. Thank you, SpeedGaming 2, for raiding us. This is the Legend of Zelda Randomizer 2022
Tournament. You good? Got it.
Aha.
We got audio for level 9. Dr. Blue's in 9, and Krim is heading to 9. This is going to be less than a minute difference.
We have Malchior on comms. He is one of the racers, and I am Mrs. Malchior. Deciding to do this crazy thing with him. Oh, that is a big 9.
That is a massive 9. And Dr. Blue, since he had to return to 8 to get his recorder, he did find his silver arrows. So Dr. Blue in 9, Crimson Avix in 9, both of them within a minute of each other. Let's play a game, chat. Where are we going to hear the roar? Where are we going to find the princess? Pick a quadrant. Northeast, southeast, northwest, southwest.
I like chaos, so I'm going to go one of them. I don't really care which one. It's going to be in our uppermost left corner where that room is all by itself. And then the other one's going to be in bottom right corner. Just to make it fun.
I like the person that said pedestal. Boof and Boom trying to put one of them on the pedestal in Link to the Past, an entirely different game. That's super chaos right there.
See, pancakes! You were right.
They're the sea pancakes. We don't care what they're called. We know they are pancakes.
Did you see?
Oh, door doesn't open.
Oh, so that's Zelda.
Correct. Zelda is right here in this little notch underneath the 9 in the southeast quadrant.
Alright, well, that is good to know.
First piece of information for Dr. Blue.
So Dr. Blue... Oh, okay, Crimson Avix has his map too. I was definitely about to ask what did they do different on their routes, but they both have it. That's fine.
I'll have to examine that level 8 later to see if that holds true, Lord Raiden. Because if that was a quintuple segmented 8, I gotta get a certain LOZ Cards fan in the mix, because that is absurd. I was trying to see if that block would push to be a staircase on Dr. Blue's side.
Was that the door noise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Grum really should not be clearing this room, because being a sliding door over there on the left, this will not be a stair. And he's like, oh shoot, again.
This is the intense part.
You're absolutely right. This is anyone's race between Crimson Avix and Dr. Blue.
So I know, and you can tell me if I'm giving away any of your secrets here. Oh, the heart!
I can change my secrets at any point in time.
Well, I know for... Oh, we have a Ganon!
Ganon!
Crimson Avix!
Ganon found up in the northeast. Grim going for the stunlock. He needs 8 hits. 8 hits with the white sword.
Zelda's only 2 rooms away from that.
That is correct.
She's one
And
south
he can
and one to
go
the
down,
right.
so he might find a direct route.
Please go, please. Oh,
It's gonna open. Everyone get your GGs in chat for Crimson Avix, finishing with an official time of 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 58 seconds.
very good, sir. Well, it looks like your secret of how you do 9 is going to stay a secret for now, since we have a GG for Crimson Avix.
I'm okay with keeping my secrets.
I am really sad I didn't watch how he got to Ganon, because now I don't know where Dr. Blue. What can Dr. Blue do to find his Ganon?
Well, we can ask him, because joining us in chat is Crimson Avix. GGs to you.
Oh, thank you.
We had a moment where your stream cut out for like 10 minutes or so. So, can you walk us through your dungeon route, if you can recall it? And because it looked like you were behind. It looked like you were a try or two behind Dr. Blue, and then before we know it, you're off to 9 first.
Yeah. So you were frozen in 1, and then we got you back coming out of the raft location.
Yeah, so level 1 had the ladder.
Yes.
So as soon as I grabbed the ladder out of 1, I found the other item, which was the bow, and immediately went to grab raft and check the raft location. After that, I think I went back to 8 for a little bit, dug that monstrosity of a level.
Yes.
I don't even know what to make of that day. That was disgusting. But after that, goodness, I can't even remember the time I found any.
You found the recorder and silver arrows. Recorder allowed you to get Triforce out of 5.
Yeah, the silvers were the first item I found, and then I went back to 4 because at that point it was either go to Death Mountain, which I would have found 3 up there anyway. It's either go to Death Mountain or check 4, because I knew I still had a dungeon that was blocked by an item, and I already checked 1 rat spot, so I decided to get back into 4 before I left the area, and that's where I found the power bracelet. Then I was able to find 7. Then I went to Death Mountain afterwards, found 3, discovered that was just the blue boomerang, so went back to 7. And then I saw the bad news that recorder was an 8, and I had to go figure out exactly where it was. So something told me that one Gleeok that I died to early on did have the map. So that's why I kind of went back there immediately and fought it. But that helped. It was just a full clear of 8 to get there.
Well,
Gotcha.
Well played by you, sir. We're going to have Dr. Blue coming in right behind you after defeating the pig and rescuing the princess. Dr. Blue finishes with an official time of 1:17:13 for second place. Unfortunately, this will put Kigalos out of the running from advancing, so we will be saying goodbye to Kigalos. I know Kigalos to be a trooper, though, so I imagine he's going to play this out for the fans. And then we have Dr. Blue joining us in the booth. GG's to you.
Good games. Good game, Crim.
Good game, Blue. Good game, Doc.
Yeah, Dr. Blue, you had the lead for a majority of the mid-game. I'll let both of y'all know, Kigalos could not find that ladder in 1 initially. He found 1 before each of you and had bow and Triforce out of it. He did not have the ladder because in finding it early, he did not have keys.
Yeah. I remember finding Magical Key kinda early. I think it was in 2?
Yeah, it was in 2. I found it like almost immediately.
Yeah, Crimson Avix, you did it really fast.
Nice. So, how about that level 8?
That, as I said, that was one of the most disgusting levels I've ever seen.
It is the only quadruple in what has been confirmed by our chat, thanks to Solid Walls, quintuple segmented 8 I have ever seen.
I was like, I gotta start tracking this like level 9. I have no idea where I'm going.
Yeah. Do either of y'all not track your early dungeons?
I don't.
I do not. They're typically
Oh my
not like
God.
that.
Oh.
Was there a... Could you bomb south from the entrance of 8? Or did
No.
you have...
I
Okay,
tried.
good.
I tried.
Because I found out that they were, like, adjacent at the end there. I'm like, oh boy, if that was bombable the whole time.
You could actually bomb the next room over, though. You could bomb south from that one corridor staircase that had the first, like, the two-headed Gleeok in it. You could bomb south from there.
Nice. Yeah, I was sad that I ended up upping when I got locked in with a Patra, and that turned out to be the path towards the recorder, at least the path I found.
Yeah, I think you both wound up taking similar paths to the recorder. And we are going to have Kigalos forfeiting, and just for the sake of time, this particular race. He played a well seed, and we'll be joined by Kigalos shortly. Maybe he can give us some thoughts on finding that ladder later than others.
Mm-hmm. But GG to him.
I don't even think either of y'all knew. You were both in 9 within a minute of each other.
Nice.
That seems to be the case for a lot of our races. Well,
Right.
except the first one where I couldn't do anything, but yeah.
Yeah,
That's always the better type of races.
absolutely. And now we're joined in the booth by Kigalos. GG, sir.
Thank you, GG to Crimson and Dr. Blue. Good job.
Yep, good games, Gigalus.
Thank you. Yes, good game.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys do it. Probably the use of screen scrolling to avoid terrible overworlds.
Yeah, that overworld was a treat.
What really did you and Keeg was unable to get the ladder on the first dip of 1. I took it because I could remember the seat was chaos, was that you didn't have keys at the time.
Yeah, I think it was either keys or bombs, one of the two.
Racers, we have a question from chat. How did you guys get to Ganon? Did you guys take stairs? Was there a direct path?
Well, the entrance to level 9 had like a required staircase you had to take. I checked every bomb wall. And that was the one I eventually took to get to Ganon, because from that first staircase, it was just right to get to him.
So
Yeah,
that-
mine was similar. I took the right staircase instead of the one directly north from entrance. I took the one to the right. And then from there you go up and left, which takes you to the third one, and then that drops you off like 4 screens to the left of Ganon.
Oh, nice. That staircase north of Start, by the way, was a heart container.
Yes, he did find the heart.
That's funny. Yes, both of you were in 9 of... It was Krim that found the north quadrants first, while Dr. Blue was kind of going through the middle and the south, and just luck of the draw that time around.
So,
Yep.
Where was level 6? I never found that.
On the coast, the third bombable coast wall down there.
Yeah, 2
the
right
Wizzies.
of level 1.
Oh, those Wizzies. Yeah, I died there once.
Yeah, those whiz robes were giving me the business.
Speaking of whiz robes, we can talk about every single time Dr. Blue chose to wrap over to vanilla level 5.
Yeah, that was...
By the second time, I'm like, at this point, I really would just take the walk. I would walk through the infinite screen and just go up the mountain.
But that take any road was just right there. That's what made me stubborn and keep doing it. I also like how I attempted to candle boost with half a heart.
You did eventually get that candle boost, and it was very impressive for all of us to witness. So thank you for that.
Agreed.
I was also thinking about retrying at the very start when I found 2 heart spots and the white sword item, which was red candle, was right there.
That's what I wanted to do. The red candle was 4 hearts.
Nice.
Crimson got that news first and was going through dungeons with just a red candle for like the first 30 minutes of the seed.
Yeah, I got wood sword at like 28 minutes or something like that.
It was last location for me too.
I had that pretty early, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
never got the
was
candle.
the first one to the wood sword.
Yep.
Yeah, for me, it was like I went north to start. So I found the white sword item. I'm like, okay, well, I know this is here. Then found the gift shop right north of it. I'm like, I'm going to take the heart and check it. And when I got that, I'm like, okay, I have a repeatable weapon. I know wizards are in the overworld, so Dark Knights are the only thing that can stop me. So I sort of just blitzed stuff.
Good call on that.
And I had died in the Death Armos room, so I didn't come back there till later. I think, or I just took the candle out of there.
Well, it was a good run by all runners, and that is a level 8 that will live on in Z1R Legend for years.
Oh, absolutely. That was the most disgusting map I've ever seen in any level.
Yeah, I almost want to go back in there again and just like map the whole thing out because it was a pretty impressive level 8. Honestly, level 1 wasn't too shabby either. I cleared it pretty quick, but it was like a 3-segment level 1, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was very devastating, especially with those early Dark Nuts. There were a couple people that took multiple attempts to get through that Dark Nut stair.
Yeah, I spent way too long in that room.
Yeah, me too. I died a couple times. Eventually got the block lip.
Well, any closing comments, racers?
It was another really fun seed, and I had fun tonight. Good games to Krim and Kigalis, and thanks to the crew behind the scenes doing all their usual fun stuff. And as always, I look forward to watching it back.
I was trying to find out, Krim and Dr. Blue, who do y'all face next in the group stages?
That would be Sea Falcon and Truant Gamer, I believe.
Ooh, that's gonna be a tough one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I faced Sea Falcon in the Swiss, and I can attest to that. It's going to be a fun 4-way challenge.
All right. We will wish each of y'all the best of luck. Kigalos, thank you for racing this year. I look forward to continue seeing you in the weeklies and the Seed of the Weeks and stuff like that. I can say you've improved dramatically since like the start of latter half of 2021.
Oh yeah, I'm just getting started here.
Awesome, great, glad to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we're gonna
I
go
was
ahead.
saying, this is all you, because this is the part where I really don't know what to do anymore.
I got this. We're gonna do a proper sign off.
All right.
Thank you to our runners for racing. Thank you, Dark Falls, for tracking. Thank you, Pro Piece, for our setup. My name is Malchior, joined here by Mrs. Malchior.
Thank you guys for letting me try this out, and I hope you guys enjoyed.
Y'all have a good evening.